is Mind Over Number. And I'm Coach Crondon, intuitive and numerologist, clearing my space for Life Path 6 reading. Before I get started here, let's give thanks to the Divine Mother, Father God, who helps me and helps all of us while I interpret these messages in the way they are meant to be received. Those of negative orientation are not welcome here. Nope, you got to go. All in the name of the one infinite creator. Now, if you don't know how to calculate your life path number, just add the single digits of your birth year to your birth month and your birthday. It's that simple. If you got a double digit of 11, 22, 33, or 44, those do not get reduced, but any other double digit you would just add together until you got a single number. If you did those calculations and got a 33, you can fluctuate sometimes into a 6 energy. Just how there are cusp signs in astrology, the master numbers embody 2 different energies, depending on the situation, or if you are not living up to the potential of that double-digit energy. Now, your life path is what you came here to learn this lifetime. It's also important when it comes to your choices in career. So if you are trying to get a full numerology chart reading, my information is in the description box below, where I look over your birth name and date of birth to figure out what makes you tick, okay? Also, by looking at your soul number, your destiny number, your personality number, it gives you a more profound insight to who you are as an individual. I also go over pentacles, challenge numbers, life cycles between 0 through 81 through the Divine Triangle Blueprint. I also offer personal readings and coaching services by going straight to mindover.com. Now, you may want to check out the community tab, as I got a poll going on right now to pick a topic for my next numerology video. Okay. I will probably post it within the next 2 weeks or so, in between tarot readings. All right. With that little spiel out the way. Life Path 6, you are known as the caregiver because you came in here to learn about service to others or service to yourself. It's a fine line, okay? Because 6 is about balance and harmony, but it is a number that's also about responsibility. Careers in teaching, healthcare, community service work best for 6s. Their strengths lie in their caring, responsible nature, and they offer a very supportive role to others as they strive for a balance and peace in their surroundings. They enjoy helping others and make a positive impact to those around them. So the challenges for 6 are, well, being a bit too responsible, okay? Being a bit of a perfectionist, difficulties saying no to people, places, and things. They can also face some issues with being very critical of themselves and others, which is what causes them to become a bit selfish, right? If things aren't fitting the way that they want them to fit, then they take all their energy back. Okay. Now, with that out of the way, I'm ready. Let's get set and let's go with the energy of this reading. Okay, roll a 1. The first day or the first month could be significant, or the age 1. 1 is the number of independence. It is the number of leadership. It is the number of innovation, new beginnings as well. Is the number 1. I want to get 1 cube out of my Zodiac bag here to help give confirmation for this reading. Take what resonates for you, leave what does not. Don't make anything fit. But you know what? If it does, we call it a synchronicity, because God is way too great for coincidence. So we have the elements of water and fire coming out here. Now you could be a water or fire sign, but this element of water and fire, well, these are opposing natures. Yes, they are. But water is about our emotions and our feelings. Fire is about our passions and desires, but they are both about our intuition. The water energy is more about what our it's more about our feelings, and fire is about our soul. It's about spirit, right? It's a balance between our physical self and our spiritual self. Interesting. Let's get into the message, which could resonate at any point in time, just whenever you tap in, because time itself is an illusion. Everything's just happening now. It's all just happening right now. Now is all there ever is, because the past is a bunch of memories, and the future is determined by what you do right now. Okay? So, who's this message for right now? For the life path 6. Oh, well, both those wanted to come out. So we have crossroads, and a rider. Okay, a rider's at the crossroads. Okay, rider speaks about passion and movement forward. And we have crossroads, which is about making a decision. We have a 22 with a 1. 22 is a master number energy. It's about advancement. It's a inspirational energy. The 22. It's about being very practical. It's about being a visionary and bringing large scale projects or ideas to life. We also have this 1 energy, as we had in the die, and the 1 is a number of new starts, new beginnings, right? Taking charge in action. We have a Queen of Diamonds on the Crossroads card, which could be a older feminine earth sign energy. Taurus or Capricorn, doesn't have to be, but we also have this 9 of Hearts on the Rider card, and that speaks about being emotionally fulfilled within yourself, right? Emotionally balanced. We are feeling good when it comes to our health and wellness, and are wanting to share that independence and charm and love and affection with another. Now, the Queen of Diamonds is a very stable, self-sufficient energy as well. The Queen of Diamonds could be a businesswoman or business owner. It could also be a mother figure, or a spouse. As the Queen of Diamonds is someone who is very committed and grounded. They are also nurturing, as they don't spend frivolously, or they have a firm foundation and are very prosperous and generous. Okay, interesting energies. Crossroads itself talks about a choice, right? Decision making. Okay, there could be some doubts or worries, or we're searching for a solution. When it comes to romance, there could be some form of stagnation. And one of the partners in a relationship will face a choice about the future fate of the relationship. In terms of a career, we could be looking for a new job or a new solution or business partners to invest in our financial wealth. Now, the Rider card talks about a promotion, news, communication, dating, flirting, advancements. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Separately, they mean two completely different things, but together, there's a lot of similarities. Now, when it comes to a relationship, we could be meeting new people. Okay, this talks about flirting, having a good time, dating. We have this promotion energy as well when it comes to our work. So you could be getting a new job offer or have a new source of income coming in for you. So there's a decision needs to make. Yeah. A decision needs to be made about moving forward when it comes to some sort of partnership or next level when it comes to our career or our finances. And there's a choice that needs to be made here on how we're going to grow or have a new start or new beginning here, is what I'm getting with the Rider and Crossroads coming out. Okay. Let's see what the tarot's got to say for you, Six. All right. Four Cups in our present energy. The Wheel of Fortune in our past. I don't know how that fell out. Knave of Wands in our future. Now what's in our conscious mind? A Ten of Cups reversed. The underlying energy. That came out kind of crooked. Whoop. Okay, what's up right now? Knight of Pentacles. And our obstacle at this time, a Nine of Cups. More Nine of Cups energy. And our attitude towards this situation, well, we got the Eight of Cups reversed. Now, outside influences affecting the outcome, we have the Fool. Oh, things are just falling all over the place. Okay, you got a Seven of Swords in your hopes or fears. Okay, and the final outcome, we got Death. The shadow energy of this reading. Okay, what's underlying this whole message? We have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Now, the Ace of Wands talks about a new start, a new passionate start, it also talks about strong sexual urges, right? That is an Ace of Wands. It talks about some form of spontaneity or being enthusiastic about having a new idea or project. All right, so divine spark of creation underlying this energy. Okay, we got a few major arcana out here as well. So some big shifts and changes in your energy, 6. We have this Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter. So your Jupiter placement could be significant at this time. Jupiter is currently in retrograde while I'm recording this. It's retrograde in Gemini. And Jupiter is all about expansion and learning and growth. So your Jupiter placement could be significant at this time. We have the Fool here. And the Fool is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have the Death card here, which is Scorpio energy. So these could be your signs or someone you're dealing with. Just take it as it resonates. Now we have a Knave of Pentacles and, well, not a knave, a Knight of Pentacles and a Knave of Wands. Now, the Knight of Pentacles could be a young adult who is a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we have this Knave of Wands, which could represent a child who is a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. That is just the energy here. Now, in our recent past, we've had to go through a big shift with this Wheel of Fortune. All right, the Wheel of Fortune is the wheel of fate, the wheel of destiny, the karmic wheel in the sky that is constantly turning. Okay, so we could have gone through some big breakthroughs, some tower moments, had some epiphanies about a situation. It's a big energy of change, and change that guides you to your divinely guided path is that Wheel of Fortune energy. And presently, we're in this Four of Cups energy, which is about contemplation and reflection on our emotions, but it's also an energy of, well, a missed opportunity when it comes to a emotional offer. We're having some sort of revelation here about our feelings, or generally there could have been some sort of opportunity that we rejected in the past, and now we're stuck contemplating our next move. This Nine of Cups is our obstacle right now. And so we're needing to overcome some emotional balance here. Or we're not feeling emotionally balanced, so we need to get more stable within ourselves in order to overcome something here with this Nine of Cups. You know, we're not feeling very successful to some degree. Now, this could have something to do with family or a breakup or just arguments when it comes to a family dynamic, as we got this Ten of Cups reverse in our conscious mind. But in our future space, we have the Knave of Wands, which is having a lot of eyes on you, okay? But you don't care, okay? You're going into that cave anyway. Now, this Knave of Wands talks about good news being delivered, okay? It's about discovery and exploration, all right? We could have a lot of people around us at this time, or you could be in the spotlight to some degree. And so we're heading down some unknown territory or a path where we're not able to see a clear road ahead, but we're being guided by a spark, a light, an epiphany, some sort of illumination in order to proceed forward here and gain that clarity. But what we got out of this situation, from sitting in contemplation, right, and going through this karmic wheel, is discord, okay, disharmony, all right. With this Ten of Cups reverse, it's not very happy when it comes to a home or a family situation. It's a bit of a breakdown. There's some conflict. This is separation energy, okay. And so due to this separation or family conflict, this is contributing to this emotional imbalance in our challenge position here. But in our underlying energy, we have a Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is a very strong, stable knight, okay? They take a very long time to get somewhere because they're very patient. They're very methodical. They, have mapped and planned out something to the point where, this horse is dead and there's cobwebs everywhere, but they still have their eyes on a prize. They have a strong offer to deliver of stability, but it's perhaps taken a long time to get there, right? It's a very long-term night, but it's one that delivers a message after pursuing something that they know will bring them some form of wealth or stability or abundance or security, right? Now, as we are feeling a bit stuck when it comes to our next move, because we have this crossroads with this Four of Cups. Our attitude towards this whole situation is the Eight of Cups reverse, right? This is hesitation, okay? It's me looking back at everything that, I know I need to leave alone, but I haven't left it alone yet. It's it's should I stay or should I go energy. And it's like we're in the middle. Okay, so this Eight of Cups energy, right? It's should I stay, should I go, hesitation, back and forth, back and forth. We're worried about the future outcome. It's it's this energy of not feeling we're stable enough emotionally within ourselves to come forward. And so we're needing to overcome this self-esteem issue here, is what I'm getting. Now, the knaves could also represent, lack of maturity. As they represent children. So it's like we're trying to get more mature when it comes to our passions, our desires, our, not necessarily our emotions, but what actually motivates us. And the outcome, we have this death energy. And death talks about transformation, right? It talks about leaving behind old situations in order to have room for something new. Things must end for new things to begin. That's a cycle. That is the circle of life. And so as we grow and expand and mature when it comes to what we want and not necessarily what others expect of us, we then realize that a lot of offers we were given weren't really fulfilling to us. Right, they were all just temporary. And for us to get more solid, to get more grounded, to have a more reliable, consistent partnership here, I feel like we need to work on our fears of this Seven of Swords energy. And the Seven of Swords talks about the fear of temporary things and constantly looking back at something that, it's sneaky behavior. this Seven of Swords, it's like, with this being in our hopes or fears position, it's more negative. So, we don't hope for, backstabbing, betrayal, and someone running off with something that we had and stealing from us. And, this is a fear. It's this fear of deception. Fear of, someone not being who they say they are or they appear to be. And that's what's causing this hesitation here. As we have this Fool and what's affecting this outcome. So the outcome is a transformation, right? It's completely putting something to rest so that something better can grow out of it. Death energy is like the butterfly, okay? And butterflies go through many stages in order to become full grown creatures capable of flying and do whatever they want. But it's a process, right? It's done through stages, and although the butterfly is no longer a caterpillar, it still remembers being a caterpillar, right? It still holds on to those memories. It doesn't forget what happened or occurred, but it knows what it is meant to do. Like, no one has to teach a caterpillar how to become a butterfly. It just knows when it's time to do it, right? When it's time to make those changes, when it's time to transform, and it's not worried about, what it needs to do in order to make that transformation. It knows that it needs to get done. Now this full is, again, this 22 energy, right? The full is 0 and 22 in the major arcana. And the 22 is an energy that is about endings and beginnings. Now the full is both a beginning and an ending, because the full has gone through so much that they don't really care about what's next. Or they're on a mission to just go through that next chapter, all right? All they have is, their dog, their, wand, okay, and they got a wallet. Okay, they don't care about what they're leaving behind, because they know what they're leaving behind is going to be better than where they left. And in some situations, they know they can't go back to where they were before. And so they have to take that leap. They have to take that chance in order to achieve some higher understanding. That is full energy. It's an adventurous, it's a free spirit, it's very spontaneous, right? And so I feel like because we didn't fully close out a cycle here that led to some form of separation, and now we are needing to make a choice or decision on how we're going to move forward. As we're wanting to bring forth a solid, stable offer or receive one, but there's this fear of deception, this fear of lies, and when we project these fears, we start to create them, because we're not focused more on what it is we actually do want when it comes to connections. And that can create a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's a form of self-sabotage. I think you're going to lie to me. I think you're going to betray me. So then I start to do things that will cause you to lie and betray me. It's really a crazy energy. And this comes from us not being truthful and authentic with our own feelings of who we are. Let's get the rebel deck, okay? Well, yeah. Well, we got stop sleeping so gosh darn much. Okay, wake up. You are missing some cool ish. You know, when people oversleep, it's usually because they're not fully living the life they want to. And so they use sleep as a coping mechanism to escape the reality that they're currently in. You know, it's a form of depression, right? Worrying too much about past situations that no longer exist. They're just simply memories. And so if you find yourself feeling restless or tired, it's because you're not listening to your intuition, you're not listening to your soul, you're not listening to your feelings, and so you're trying to escape them by simply shutting off your physical self and going to the astral, right? Going back to where your soul resides. Because your soul's like, all right, fine, don't listen to me. Okay, I'm going to be free. If you want to be handcuffed to this negative thought patterns and self-limiting belief systems, cool. Okay, I'm out. Night night. Get over yourself. Pull your ish together. Help people. Give back. Do good ish for humanity. All right, if you're ever feeling like you need some sort of motivation, okay, helping people, just doing something good for someone else will always raise your vibration and spirits and help you get over yourself, okay? Because the world is never revolving around you, it's revolving for you. And so there is a time to just simply get over yourself, get over your problems, go over your issues, because there's always something else going on much bigger than you. You are being shady. Watch out, ish could get ugly. And with it coming out reverse, I feel like we know this. Okay. Perhaps we are being a little bit shady, or we are being shady currently, and that is why a situation resulted in a separation, and why the universe had to step in with this wheel of karma to balance something out. We have time to let go and move the F on. So that situation, that person, that place, that dynamic that we know we need to let go of and move on from, well, time to let it go. If it's not emotionally fulfilling to you, if you don't feel great in a situation, don't take yourself to that situation, right? Whether this is friends, whether this is family, you know, your close circle, right? If you're not able to fully be yourself around the people closest to you, then who can you fully be yourself around? And sometimes people get caught up in the labels. But if your mother wasn't your mother, if your brother wasn't your brother, if your sister wasn't your sister, if your aunt wasn't your aunt, okay, would you hang around these people? Okay, would you call that person a good person? Or is that person you only talk to whenever there's, you know, the next family picnic, and then you avoid them the rest of the year? Like, there comes a time where we must learn and grow and create our own family dynamic, our own rules, our own beliefs, our own principles, because those dynamics set a foundation. But sometimes we grow in families that we were meant to grow out of. Right? We're meant to learn something from them and then move on with our lives. You know, that's part of nature. Okay, the birds grow up and get kicked out the nest, right? You know, the mama bird doesn't go back to the baby birds and say, "Hey, I need you to pay this bill. You know, I need you to go collect some branches for me next week." Like that's not the natural order of things. One card, and we'll end this reading for you, 6. I am still with a 12 here. So the 12th month or the 12th day of any month could be significant. The age 12, the 3rd day, the 3rd month could also be significant. 12 is an energy of collaboration with another. Okay, it's a number of mediation. 1 is the number of new beginnings, new starts, independence. So there is a need to balance out a situation in order to gain independence and truth and clarity. I understand that there are times to move and there are times to be still. In my stillness, I seek greater understanding. I take time to rest and contemplate. I strive for unconditional happiness here in the present. I am still. So there are times to move and there's times to just sit and receive the energy and go with the flow. And as you sit and reflect and reevaluate your choices, you gain that truth and clarity that you need as you've taken the time to rest and contemplate. To gain that truth and understanding and being in that here, now, present moment, not concerned about a future outcome, because the future is determined by what you do right now. And right now, that's the message I got for you, 6. If any of that resonated for you, great. If it did not, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you for joining me, and I love you.